Once upon a time, 3 kids created a board game for Cyclone Games, their company in school. It was made out of paper and very cool, with hopes to make it popular throughout the school. It kind of was. Well, after school, at least. And now we're selling it for money. Ha, you really thought we were selling it for money? We didn't even make multiple versions yet. Now it's just in a box somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, our precious card game made out of Post-it notes didn't go that far. And ever since COVID, we knew that it would stay in a box. And now, yeah, this is pretty much the end of the video. Brawl and Go didn't go anywhere else. Till Arena was made, of course. Arena was a Minecraft world separate from the Cyclone Games company, created by the same 3 boys and one of the boys' brother. It grew to be such an amazing world, which now has been given a YouTube channel and has been released to the public for quite a while now. It held many original games, plus some games that we simply remade, such as FNAF 2. Because Arena was now available to the option of introducing things that were already existent, like Donkey Kong here, only one natural thing we can do: to have a quote-unquote collaboration with our past company that failed. The Cyclone Games area. Brawl and Go wasn't Cyclone Games' only game. We made a couple others. So this area is where you could find all of those. But the main attraction, of course, Brawl and Go's return. And this brings us here. The start of our adventure to the Brawl and Go Minecraft Arena Guide. Hello guys, and welcome back to the Minecraft Arena YouTube channel. Originally, I was going to make a skit about Brawl and Go like I usually did for like FNAF and Among Us. But because most of you probably have no idea what Cyclone Games is, I decided to instead give you a little rundown of exactly what it is and why it's an arena. As I said, we will be making a guide on Brawl and Go, the board game that, yes, is very real and very playable and was very created by me and my friends. Hope to resume the real-life edition of Brawl and Go, but COVID's kind of stopping us from doing that. So the most we can do is add it to Minecraft. It was going to be its own world featuring the different maps that Brawl and Go held, but we decided to make one arena custom map. When I say we, I mean me. I worked on this whole thing by myself. And pretty much there's tons of characters, but we only introduced the well-known ones. Brawl and Go is a super long game because the fact that it's kind of hard to win. It's a board game similar to Monopoly, which means playing a full game would be at least 45 minutes, meaning this episode will not be given gameplay. I'm sorry, I know, we haven't had gameplay in a while, but the upcoming Plants vs. Zombies guide will have gameplay. I'm very sorry for not posting in a while. I've been doing a lot, plus Thanksgiving. If you go on my other channel, I have been posting, but that's only because I wasn't home. So I was posting stuff away from home. Now that I'm home, I can make more videos. And as you're wondering, Regent Riptor, it's freaking Wednesday. You're not allowed to play today. Well, Thursday and Friday is my Thanksgiving break. Plus the weekend, that's a good amount of time to post some videos. my mom isn't mean, and instead of making me wait for Thursday, she allowed me to just play right after school. So here I am, making videos with 2 more on the urge. Exactly what those videos will be is the dog park trailer. Now that the dog park is a DLC, I'm very excited to make that trailer, and it may or may not be posted today, as well as the PVZ guide, which definitely will not be happening today for the sake of myself having free time, and by tomorrow I want to start working on the winter update. So by the time the PVZ guide comes out, the winter update should be on the urge of coming. I want the winter update to release by December 1st. That's when it's going to come out. And a review for that update should be out by Sunday. Plus winter break. So that's quite a lot of, content that will be coming. I want to get the video out on Sunday for the December update review, because I will not be making any videos on the first week of December. The reason? My birthday's on December 4th. So I want to get a video out on December, and that video will be paired up with a video on my personal channel, basically going over my birthday gifts. So there will be no videos on the first week of December. But, as you guys know, I would have used that as time to make the winter update even more, but I wanted it to be released. So it's not like the Halloween update all over again. The November update all over again. Plus, I have some high expectations for January. So, winter break, that's some good winter content. An update add-on, most likely, and more YouTube videos. Plus, January is going to be most likely better than winter. So, have your hopes up. As I said, this video will have no gameplay, but Brawl & Go is quite the large game mode. Possibly the longest game mode it took to make, besides, I would say, Desert Battle. Because not only did we have to make the Desert Battle building, but we had to create, 6 maps coming with it? So Desert Battle took a while. I would say that Battle Royale took a while, but it took 5 minutes. I'm not even joking, it took 5 minutes. The original, that is. I'm not counting the super cool remake that Roasted Water did. The only other thing that possibly took as long as Brawl & Go, because Brawl & Go took a day and a half, I would say Arena HQ, FNAF 2, and FNAF 1. Those are the only 2 things that took as long to make. I had to guess Brawl & Go probably took the longest. Brawl & Go also sits next to Monster Madness, which I go over in the update review for November. This won't get a guide because it's nice and simple. Before we get into the Brawl & Go gameplay, let's look at the Brawl & Go history. More than just a skit. Brawl & Go, as I said, was created by me and my 3 friends. Well, it started with 2 of my friends, Roasted Water and Bro123, and then the person you know now as Dr. Kendo joined later on when I met him. Brawl & Go was the best game that Cyclone had, so it had to be the first one that joined the roster. Also, the people that worked on Cyclone games, if you have no idea what this is, that's from my old game that I made in elementary. You guys weren't there, but it wasn't under a company. When I say company, I mean fake company, because we don't have the rights for anything, we're kids. But it wasn't under a company, so I decided to trademark it into Cyclone Games. And a lot of my old elementary comics will probably join it as well. This isn't the end for the Cyclone Game DLC, it's only the beginning. And I'm gonna wait until we get 2 or 3 more game modes to make a trailer. Similar to the dog park. Anyway, it was created by me and my 3 other friends. and elementary friends that we only gave the job of making characters, not the actual board and stuff. They went overboard, so we had to we had to kick out and eliminate some of the characters that they made because some of them were really overpowered. Basically, Brawl & Go is a board game where you go around the board, and it's a battle royale where you have to be the last one standing. You battle by landing on battle spaces, which bring you into a battle. Every character has an amount of HP, a basic attack that deals a certain amount of HP away, and a special ability that can do whatever it wants. That's independent for each character. There were other spaces, but that's really all you need to know. Besides the fact that they were game modes. There were solos, duos, squads of 3, a lot of cool stuff. Eventually, we had a really cool free update DLC thing where we introduced the Storm, totally not a ripoff of Fortnite. It's a storm that doesn't just kill you, but it turns you into a monster. In-game, it just killed you. But to avoid copying Fortnite, we said that it turned you into a monster. A beast type thing. Anyway, the storm was basically a thing where it closes in more and more to the circle of the map, and if you step in it, it kills you. Probably the best game mode, because it avoided having the games be so long, which is I wouldn't say problem, but which is why we couldn't make gameplay, because there is no storm in the Minecraft Arena Brawl & Go, because it's not a normal game, it's just a game mode. I wanted to implement the normal game itself. Yeah, we couldn't really, we couldn't really, have the games so short. We couldn't have gameplay because of how long the games are. The Storm game mode kept it from being so long. Storm squads normally takes like 2 hours to play and complete. But the job got done. Storm was basically the thing that helped the game end faster. Think about it like Fortnite. If Fortnite had no storm, the game would last forever because people would stop hiding. The same situation with Brawl & Go. You can't hide in Brawl & Go. Well, you can, using the green spaces, but whatever. Anyway, yeah. So we introduced Cyclone Games area, so we can put all of these Cyclone games. It was originally supposed to be called the Back Alley, which was a DLC extension for Arena Town, because we're running out of space, but we are going to make space by pushing the roller coaster into Arena HQ. Meaning you would need a ticket, but I'm going to eliminate the tickets in Arena HQ just for the first floor. Don't worry, we're going to keep the tickets only for the first floor when we take them away. Walking into the establishment and looking at everything and doing stuff is completely free. The roller coaster will be in here along with a stage. We're going to move the stage as well. But you're going to need a ticket or a key card, I might change it, to use the elevator. Which means the Arena HQ quick roller coaster will need a ticket to enter. Anyway, that's pretty much everything about Brawl & Go's backstory. Let's get straight into the gameplay. Go had mini maps, and I was contemplating to use the first map, which was like a little town with a wall, really decorative, but I decided to make an Arena custom map, which is just a simple white board that says Brawl & Go with tiles going around. Objective of Brawl & Go, because the signs don't really explain it right, go around the map, do whatever you can to be the last one standing. Yellow tiles, which we'll get into later, bring you into the battle zone. And in the battle zone, you either wait. It works differently than the board game version. In the real life version, if you step on a yellow tile, well, not yellow in the board game, but if you step on a battle tile, you would bring the person closest to you into battle, and you would fight until someone dies. But in the Arena version, if you step on the battle, you would walk in by yourself and wait there for a turn. If someone enters, you battle them. You can run away until your timer is over, or you can just completely ignore the tile, beat them first, and then leave. This amazing view of arena you get here. You can really appreciate how big the pixel arts are, because you can see them just as good as you can up close. Anyway, Brawl & Go has many features, such as unlimited amounts of characters, which we only chose the most popular ones with different abilities and attacks, and different tiles that do different things that we will also get into. And I'm pretty sure that's it, yeah. Before we get into that, there's one more thing I want to do for the backstory. After exchange for literally only having two game modes in the Cyclone Games area, if you go to the extra maps, Brawl & Go's right here. The map is pretty small, but the point of it is that it doesn't have much lighting. The next map will be TNT Spleef, except in a snowball fight form, where it's all broken up. In December. I just wanted to keep Desert Battle alive as our best game mode, by adding more maps. I forgot to add the signs that are on every map in Desert Battle. So Brawl & Go is 4 to max players for it being an open area. It's also an open area, so the difficulty is easy, because there's nowhere to fall, unlike basically all the other Desert Battle maps, where you can fall basically anywhere. Now we can get into the gameplay mechanics of Brawl & Go itself. After we do that, it's tips and trick time, and then I'll probably log off. Let's just go over the characters, because they're gonna give us a while. Brawlers. We'll start from this way and go all the way down to that way. I chose all of them well-known characters from school. First up, New York City Dep, which if you're smart, you know stands for New York City Department. In the school and after school, there was this one cone. I tamed him and named him NYC Dep. So in Brawl & Go, I don't know where the card is, but I made him a giant cone with guns that could place baby cones to block off paths. I know. Wide imagination. Also, I just realized, talking about this, I don't think Rocky's in this. Remember, if my friends remember Rocky, he's not in this. Rip Rocky. I'm sure Brawl & Go will get an update soon. Don't worry. Anyway, New York City Dep. If you don't know who I'm talking about, it's a big rock guy. It's just a rock that pops up the ground. It's just a rock with eyes. But then when you touch him, he comes out to be a huge, bulky bicep man. Anyway, New York City Dep. Orange leather armor. Also, the thing that I did with this and PvZ is that I didn't give them armor based off of how it would protect them. I just gave them armor based off of what color they are. So the characters that aren't tanks are tanks, and the tanks aren't really tanks. Whatever. New York City Dep wields one of his 2 machine guns as a crossbow with arrows of slowness. He doesn't use slowness in-game, but whatever. And acacia fences to block off any area he wants. And the rules of the fences are right here in this book. It just explains the characters and that you can block only one of the tiles. If you walk into them, you'll have to break them. Yeah, yourself, with whatever weapon you have. And if it takes too long by the end of your turn, someone else gets to roll and you have to stop breaking them. Until it's your turn again and you have to stop breaking them. But if New York City Dep wants to place another barricade, originally he was allowed to use 5 because they disappear after a round. But they don't disappear at all unless someone breaks them, so This time it's only one at a time, so if New York City Depp wants to place a barrier, he'll have to come around and break another one. Venus. A big Venus flytrap that killed a whole planet in his comic. Turtle shell with green armor. A trident representing his throwable vine. A pickaxe representing... Honestly, it doesn't represent anything. It's only here to break the blocks of emeralds. But I could have gave him something better, but I gave him wood for the sake of him being a plant. And we could just say it represents his mouth, because he has mouth hands. So these are his vines, and he gets a health potion because he just heals in the game. He heals himself. And block of emeralds. The block of emeralds can be used to create a bridge to go over blocks. There is no limit. You just keep on going. Same place replies as the cones. Next up we have Jamesu. The first video game me and my friends tried to program, but it drastically failed. And we didn't want to do a comic, so now he's just a Bronco character. No armor, no nothing. He's just a human, but a strong human with 3 potions of strength and a potion of Turtle Master, which wouldn't really help. That's nothing. It just tells you about how he has no armor. Tico Bat, the mascot of my personal YouTube channel, and I'm soon going to change my profile picture to a better looking version of him. And I made a Super Smash Bros. Moveset for him on my original channel as well. You can go look at it. Basically, the character that I created and the one that I like the most. And my mascot. He is blue, like entirely blue, but dragon head to represent his dinosaur bat thing head. And Elytra because he can fly. Armor, blue armor because he's blue. And a diamond sword to represent his claws. Should have gave him netherite. Hold on. The black sword to represent his black claws. This is nothing. Oh wait, no, it is something. It tells you about the Tico wings. Basically, it tells you that you can use them in battle whenever you want, but you can only use them once every round on the board to gain further height. For example, if you have 5 tiles, you can run over 5 tiles, gain momentum, and jump to skip whatever tiles. Gummer. A thick lady that basically uses gum as her power. She's just a human, but she has a shirt on, besides Jamesu. Jamesu's not a big bulky man, okay? He's just strong, like Rayman. Anyway, 3 lingering potions of slowness to represent throwing gum, and slime blocks, which she can use only in battle, not on the board. What will the slime blocks do in battle? I honestly do not have a clue. But the reason why the board is flat is that any blocks are not destroyed unless someone purposely destroys them. And you can block off a battle area with blocks. We'll just have to break them right after. Springy. The same thing as Venus, except dragon head, which I should have gave Venus, but whatever. Chain chest plate, because he's literally a spring dinosaur. Stone sword as a claw. Stone pickaxe is the other claw. And blocks that are supposed to represent springs that he can use to jump around and make a bridge. Same rules apply that they apply to Venus. Jessie and Mr. Heal. A young girl and her healing robot. This is what she looks like. Golden pickaxe. And her respawn archerer. Should have given her iron pickaxe to represent her hammer, but whatever. And a respawn archerer to represent Mr. Heal. Put glowstone in him, and yeah. You can bring yourself back to life. Now, this is a solos game. You can play duos if you want, but everyone has to agree to it. So, I don't know who this is going to help but yourself in battle. You can use it in battle, or you can use it on the board to put it down If you don't like where you are, you can drink a harm potion, kill yourself, you'll respawn in the Archer back where you were before. Doesn't say that here, but whatever. Mr. Heal just teaches you how to use the respawn Archer, and that you can only use one glowstone block each round. And a splash potion of healing. Destructobot, just a robot that can kill himself. That's it. Skeleton skull, iron armor, a bow, arrows, TNT, and flint and steel to ignite it. I'm just gonna take this away, because this is supposed to represent him killing himself, but TNT is off. So I'm gonna go get red fireworks, red and orange fireworks, to represent him killing himself. Now, instead of the TNT, he has dyed fireworks in the form of explosion colors. They don't make you fly, but they do blow up, which is a feature that I use in PvZ a lot. You'll see in the guide. That is it for the characters. What does the book tell you about? Yeah, it just tells you about the TNT, which is useful. Also, Easter egg that I've talked about before. It says by Arena HQ, because Arena HQ is the people that made Arena, and where they live, and basically where they work. Before, you never knew where they actually wrote those books, but now there's a secret area in my room where I make all of the books. Which I do. I really do make all the books here. Anyway, the different tiles and what they do. We're going to start here and then go down. Green. Hide in the trapdoor. Whoever walks over you, knock behind you. If I can find a green space, there is a blue trapdoor. Hide in that trapdoor. Also, when you're playing, name tags have to be off. Hide in that trapdoor. And if someone walks over you, you pop out, hit them once with whatever weapon you would like, and push them to the space behind you. Sometimes this would be normal if they land on a gray space, but if they land on a pink space, you could be helping them, which is bad. And if they land on and if you go over to this one, you could possibly knock them straight into battle, which is amazing. Really cool green space. Like the green space. Oh yeah, it doesn't have to be behind you. You can knock them wherever you want. Red. Stepping on red is bad news, forcing you to drink a harm potion. Whoever's there that has creative accessibility will just teleport to you and give you a harm potion, because I was too lazy to put chests there. Maybe in the next Brawl and Go update. Yellow, we talked about, enter the battle zone and fight anyone there for the next round. Lime just marks where you start the game, but if you pass there, just like Monopoly, if you pass Go, you get money. If you pass Go in this game, you get a strength potion. Brown, pick someone to battle you and fight for a round. So you pick whoever you want to fight, and then walk into the battle zone together. Blue, run to the next blue space. The property doesn't cross over. If it did, you would be running around in circles for each blue space. If you land in a blue space, it was supposed to be a command block, but like I said, I'm too lazy. Maybe in the next Brawl and Go update, you will run over to the next blue space and stop. Violet is good news, allowing you to drink a heal potion or keep it for your own safety. The only person that I'll allow to hold harm potions would be Jesse and Mr. Heal, because they can actually use that for their advantage on the board. Gray tiles are boring but safe, keeping you from danger. Not only do the gray tiles not have an effect, but if someone lands on brown and they want to drag you into battle, they can't do that when you're on the gray space. So instead of having it say that, I'm going to make it more clear and just make it say that it keeps you safe from the brown space. Gray tiles may seem boring, but they keep you safe from the brown tiles. Now we can move on to the tips and tricks, and then it's basically the end of the video. Instead of giving 3 tips, I was gonna give a tip for each character. You know what? Yeah, I'll give a tip for each character instead of giving the usual 3. I'm rushing too much to end this video. I still have to work on the dog park one after this. After that, I'm probably going to work on the winter update, because kind of just got here, so I don't know. First up, we have New York City Depp. A tip for him: when you're in battle, use your fences to your advantage to, keep them away from you, because you don't have close combat. Venus, use your bridge wisely. Jamesu, use your potions wisely. Ticobat, use the Elytra, please. It's so good. But remember, you're not invincible. The Netherite Sword doesn't make you invincible. You can be slowed at any time or harmed at any time, because the Elytra takes over your chest plate. And no chest plate means any body hits are gonna hurt. So you're not invincible just because you have a Netherite Sword. Gummer, use your slowness potions, because it can stop powerful characters like Ticobat and Jamesu from getting to you. Springy, use your bridges wisely, same thing. Jesse and Mr. Heal, hold on to harm potions, because you can only do that when you're Jesse. And the reason why you would want to do that is because you can place a lone stone first before you roll. Also, to roll, you use a random number generator. Anyway, you roll. If you don't like that space, or you just don't, if you don't like the space, like, for example, you land on a red space, and you were on a gray one before, you can simply kill yourself, and you'll teleport back to the lone stone. And you'll go on that activity. So if you move from pink space to red space, you can kill yourself on the red space. Or not even. You could hold on to that potion because you don't have to drink it. I should say if you land on maybe a yellow space and you don't feel like battling, you could easily use that lone stone, kill yourself with the harm potion, and go back to whatever space you were on to use that ability. For example, a green space. Destructobot, use those fireworks, man. Way better than your bow. That ends it for the tips and tricks, and also ends it for this guide. So, sorry if this video is kind of in a rush, but, I got other videos to post. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys later.